Okay, I think it should be already recording. It's quite challenging for me to, I don't know when it starts, so I can highly appreciate when like these people who work with like videos, because they have like other people to help them. Anyways, you can have some laughs like on my faces and when while I'm waiting. Anyways, welcome back, 585. I missed you so much. Oh my gosh, it's been a super busy month, and I had to go to Virginia for a conference like last minute. So, anyways, this video check-in is for me to check in to see if everything is going okay, especially because we just like started the second half of our course and we have done some reflections, right? So I would like to start sharing the screen. Uh, and I'm reminding myself that I'm always in the lifelong quest of leveling up. And I hope to make this video shorter than 30 minutes. Let's do it. So I'm sharing this window here. Go. Okay. So another technique that I just figure out like I can open everything I would like to be talking to you about before the video instead of trying to navigate like crazy. So the first thing I would like to talk about is that this multimodal philosophy podcast, this word is going down next time because I talked to many of you both in Microsoft Teams and in Zoom. Like there is like the amount of people that consider podcasts to be video is very small, and I ended like I made the mistake of thinking, oh, that's it. No, and even the AI, like I checked the other day when I was talking to Lauren, uh, and then like 8 out of 10 definitions from the dictionaries, like podcast is the audio. So I think it should be vidcast or videocast, something like that. So I'm my bad, I'm sorry, and living and learning, right? So uh, I I am happy that this time at least it wasn't the instruction that was faulty. It was the misuse of the word podcast here, because when I think I was talking to Cassidy, like even before I talked to Lauren, and but the word video was there, and then I just put pink in the word video, so I like I can still make efforts to make my instructions to get clearer and clearer, especially because now also we are in the age of AI. I can get my instructions here and open the AI chat, and then uh, I can ask it like to make it clear so that it's bulletproof and my students will understand. But regardless, whether you did it before or afterwards, uh, I would like that like we are leveling up our digital communication skills and multimodal digital skills. So it adds value to the portfolio if you are sharing a video. It doesn't need to be a video of yourself. It's just like making something to catch the attention and grab the audience's attention, right? Uh, I share some examples of my past 585 last year, and you can see that. And you also have our current 585 peers, they have shared some videos. As long as you put like some movement and like some images or some audio, it really gives another layer of feeling. Anyways, okay. Don't forget that I already gave some feedback here, and I'm using the system of traffic lights. It's either green, yellow, or red. If it's green, yay, everything is looking great. You've done what I had intended you to do, like in terms of learning objectives and outcomes. So you don't have to worry. Even if the grade is not there, if you saw the green emoji, the full grade is going to be there. If there is anything missing because a step has been missed or something that it needs revising, but you did the activity, I put a yellow light, like a yellow emoji, and I communicate briefly if something is missing or not, or I invite you to reread the instructions of that activity. And if it's red, it's usually because the person hasn't submitted yet. And when it's red, I also give the reminder that it hasn't been submitted yet, but I also include the link so that when you are going to your grade book, let me view as a student. When you're going to your grade book, it shows here in comments and assessments. So you see the red dot emoji and the link for you to click, and you don't have to be navigating D12 all over again. Okay, so let me go back. I can close this one, but actually I have to stop being a student, otherwise D12 is gonna break. So then in Unit 3, we had this bonus activity, which was so powerful. I thank you so much for joining this conversation. And my takeaway was like, why haven't I shared stuff about Creative Commons yet in 585? So for next iteration, and thank you for like, by the conversations are catching my attention, like, I don't know why I haven't like made it like something. I think it's because 585 is the portfolio, so it's the culminating thing. It's like, right? I don't want to be adding new things for us to be learning or working. I want just to make sure that we are reviewing important concepts and having these less like productive conversations with one another and like giving feedback on one another's portfolios. But these extra opportunities still have this space for us to be talking about what matters, right? And I'm going to be creating a sub-module for Creative Commons and in the next iteration, and perhaps maybe the Creative Commons for AI generated content. I don't know if you saw that, but I forgot the name. They are currently, as we speak, they are working on how to deal with that, right? So let me see if I find this here. Signals, that's the thing. And it's funny because interesting because the Creative Commons, they usually have those visuals, right, to communicate the license. And this one will have that mini star that communicates that it's generated by AI. So I'm very looking forward to this work, like maturing and being really, as you can see, they are still like in the needs analysis, like they are really like scooping the field and seeing what's happening and what the stakeholders us feel about that and want to know about that. So, but if you are interested, you should totally bookmark this page and follow this conversation, right? See, they are even showing the preview of the icons, which is very cool. Uh, but again, I loved that conversation. I loved that we were talking about the difference between closed captions and subtitles. I proposed that conversation exactly because I know how much we take things for granted or people like use things interchangeably, but nobody stops to talk. And let's wait a minute. Let's just think about something here, right? And this is why we are in school together because it's a place for us to reflect and talk and explore different angles. So there you go. Um, okay. I 30 minutes. I want to do it under 30 minutes. I'm gonna close this one then. Friendly reminders galore. So on unit 4 in week 6, I had this page that I created just to clarify and remind us of how I, Junior, assess the um, portfolio, the digital portfolios. Because we have multiple programs and uh, the library scientists, they are not required to take the capstone, sorry, the portfolio as a capstone course. They usually take the capstone like, they usually take the portfolio course with us like after they pass the 50% mark of their masters in library science. So for them, because then they are like creating portfolios and curating digital collections like this of their own work is a skill that they can leverage and they can even apply instantaneously. And we can see this example live thanks to our PEEP Corey, like she's nailing. She like, oh my gosh, Corey, I'm so proud of you, and I hope the you got some feedback or like some kudos also from the peeps in the peer reviewing. You know, activities because you are doing exactly and even beyond what it's expected for this course. And I'm so happy that you are applying that as well. I loved that you were very transparent and chill about like coming clean saying, look, I haven't taken the courses yet. I just started, but it's an emergency, and I would love to use this course to be curating and creating for my work this emergency position that you are like helping at the library, right? And then you put two matrices, and the second matrix is filled with examples and artifacts. Oh my gosh. So this is like Corey's example is an extreme case, but we always can talk and we can accommodate and address case by case. But usually, and like your cohort, like this semester, you were already like enjoying some modifications I made because it was very strict, just things from our masters. But like sometimes it doesn't make sense anymore. It's been 3, 5 years. So what about, and if you haven't taken a course yet, and instead of not taking any course, take 585, but then like you acknowledge that you're gonna be taking that last course or two last courses, and how do you replace that? You can replace that now with like an equivalent professional experiences that you know that can be aligned, right? So what I did was I tried to level the assessment bottom line, the threshold or whatever, because uh, EST for educators and coaches have 7 main standards and like about 24 to 27. I don't remember. I didn't put the calculation here in this text. I'm seeing this now. And library science majors, their standards have 5 main standards. But in the end of the day, we are all talking about the same thing, and we are all trying to reach those benchmarks of quality and excellence in our educational practices, right? So, but like, should the portfolio be, deterrent, like a problem to become a burden and in the end of the process? No. So I tried to do this, and I hope you are enjoying this process. So the outcome, like the deliverable for you to demonstrate that you really leveled up and you were able to meet the learning outcomes intended for you with the design of this course, uh, the digital portfolio course, is like you need to at least represent all the main standards of your standards document, okay, regardless which one it is. Then each course or each professional experience you listed in your matrix needs to have at least one artifact that is aligned uh, in your digital portfolio. So in these two uh, in these two criteria, we have one, we are ensuring the breadth of coverage from the standards, and we are ensuring the breadth of graduate coursework experience, right? Then you're going to be doing that at least one artifact with one substandard. And the final portfolio, like how do we level so that everybody has the same like you know, fair assessment, you have to have at least 15 unique substandards. Again, you already covered A, you already covered B, but then you have C, which is at least 15 unique standards, substandards. I already addressed this, so what happened, I haven't taken, and then I am always reminding you to take a look at the uh, models, right? Taking a break. Oh my gosh, this really sucks. The fact that our breaks are in different places, but at least we have this week off. For hopefully you had a week off. Um, Ellison, please revise this. Look, the cat picture broke. So this is a digital skill we are gonna be leveling up and like revising for one last time, like how to ensure that the digital content we share is not broken. It seems that you added the alternative text, like tabby cat sitting on carpet. So uh, for accessibility, the elements are there, but the image is not showing even for us who like can see the image on the screen. Uh, Lauren got like no, it was Kara. Kara was in a spa day and then it was cut short, but then she was able to relax and read in this very beautiful room. Uh, I was able to see the flowers and then I took pictures of the flowers that were blooming. I love to see the creator activity, and I am currently like post spring break and now with the onset of real spring. I'm dealing with a very naughty bunny who has eaten all my tulips, and I learned the lesson that I should be spraying with those scents, right? Like natural scents that shoo them away. And I love that bunny so much, and like I cannot do anything. So I said, "Oh, you mischievous fluffy, jumpy creature. I don't have any tulips this year because of you." And I always see like everything like chewed up. So next year my tulips will be back. So I hope you were able to enjoy the activity, and if possible also like foster this. Uh, let's really remind ourselves that we need to take breaks, and we are not machines. We are human beings. Reflection. So I read this already. I'm just want to check in with you. Something that I think Ellison said that standard one is a challenge because it fits everything is learner, right? So I think this is a great challenge to have because you can leave it for the end and then use it as a wild card. Like you see if you in your 15, at least 15 substandards alignment, uh, you already covered like the other standards, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Uh, and then if you have, you can, oh, let's do number one, learner now, right? Ellison is doing the EC standards for educators. Uh, let me see. Another thing that was here was that resurfaced is the how can I use one artifact for multiple alignments? Yes, you can, and it's very highly recommended if you can do that because that's hard. And if you are skillful enough and you are like reflective enough to like pick uh, an artifact or an activity that you produced, and you can write that reflection tailored to that specific substandard, ta-da, you get it. Uh, so you don't worry about that. The reflection is the alignment. I'm almost done now. It's the last one. The about the embracing challenges together, which we have just completed. I'm hearing lots of insecurity because, oh, it's not perfect. I'm not leveling up. The material is basic. There is no such a thing as like perfect. It's an illusion. And I think the bottom line mindset here is like, do the content, put the content in the portfolio, and then you worry about changing colors or font sizes or whatever. Okay. Also, notice how most portfolios have the same because of the Google site structure. It's limiting exactly for us not to be losing ourselves in design choices and being able to complete the content. This is a very comprehensive work. It's super important, but don't worry about that. Like, focus on what is needed. Okay. And that's it. I think it was 20 minutes. I am still leveling up. It was less than 30 minutes. Thank you so much. I'll be soon back to continue like checking in on you. And if you want to react to this video or like if you have any questions about anything what I said, go to communications discussion. Then you will be helping like using the help forum. You're going to be using the one from unit 5, which is from April 1st until April 15th. All right. So if also you can, like, if you have any questions, you can always text me on Microsoft Teams. Bye. See you.